Hey guys, welcome back to OverTakes. This is Misfit.
And I'm Kel.
And we are here with a preview for the Atlanta Homestand, which is going to be Stage 3, Week 5. We're going to talk about the matches and some other stuff that's going on. Really hasn't been too much news going on, but we're going to dive into the homestand, and the stage playoffs are kind of set. Minus 2 spots, and one of them is probably going to be New York.
And the other one is most likely also going to be Shanghai. Like, they just haven't clinched a spot yet, basically. Yeah. But both of them just need to win one game, and they are in. And
like we talked about on Monday on the stream, New York's got Toronto and Florida and Toronto. I don't think they're going to lose to either one of those teams. I don't think they're going to lose to Florida, at least, and they'll clinch. They could get just, not sandbag, but just kind of take the day off against Toronto. Who knows?
So the way it looks is
Philly
New York wins with the
shot.
win. Yeah, Philly's the only team that has any shot of getting in. So it's going to be 2 of the 3 of New York, Shanghai, and Philly. But Philly also has the weakest map differential, so they need even more to go their way. Like, I believe New York wins with just a couple of map wins, and they're in.
Yeah, they're still because everybody else has a loss.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're pretty golden. But
and New York also. I think the biggest thing is they would look for, if they win both games, they get the number 1 seed, and they get to play Houston. So that's probably something they would go for, I would imagine.
They're strategic enough. Well, and I think they want to show people that they're back. I don't want to call it back because they really haven't slipped that much. I mean, yeah, they had their moments where they lost and all that stuff, but I think they want to show people that they're strong.
Yeah.
I think they're sick of people like us and everybody. Not that they're like tuned deeply into what we're saying, but like all the podcasters, all the other people, like guys like Monty saying, well, that's fine, but they get in the playoffs and they choke. Mm-hmm. I think they're kind of over that. And this is a perfect opportunity because they're running a better kind of somber goats than the 2 teams that are above them.
Right.
Well, one of the teams that's above them, because they're not running it better than Vancouver, but
Vancouver is really, I mean, they're running it, but they're not running it as much. Like they're running out some just kind of whatever they feel like, and it's working.
Well, because
right now
they're that good.
Yeah.
I mean,
the other top team that's really been struggling with it is San Francisco. So, but it'll be interesting to see, because San Francisco has, like, when they're winning, they are dominating, but when they lose, like, they lose bad. Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see how that kind of plays out. As far as New York, like, their Somber Goats is just top notch. When you can throw in Sabiobi, like, you do that.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, they're also afforded the opportunity to go back to playing some DPS, which puts a Libero on things that he's comfortable on, and gets that dude out of break jail because, yes, you want that.
Yes.
He's always like one of our favorite players, but like, not to like sidetrack for a second because we're going to talk about the Atlanta weekend, but we're talking about Libero and his versatility. Dude, Bumper, I think, is the most versatile player in the league.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I'm not just fucking throwing that out there either, because he's just like one of those guys that like Prophet. I'm throwing all right, maybe I am going out there. I'm not calling him an MVP candidate, but like as far as versatility goes, it's like you give him a minute and he's just like, okay, yeah, all right, I'm ready, let's go.
I got this.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, I'm with you for sure.
I gotta find his stream.
Junkrat, like
I want to. His Junkrat was okay, but it wasn't terrible.
Right.
But the whole thing is about the Atlanta homestand. And I've been following on Twitter, and it seems like it's going to be just like a freaking insanely good time. I think they're trying to one-up Dallas.
Yeah, and it seems like despite the the slew of games that we're gonna have, because my God, there's really not much worth watching as far as like just looking at matchups. But
yeah,
there's gonna be things that are worth checking out, and honestly, I feel like watching every match will be worth it just to see bigger crowd reaction and all of that, just like it was with Dallas. Like even the most boring maps or the most boring matches normally at the Dallas event were like, this is hype as fuck.
Yeah, well, and also I'm gonna throw this out there. I know a lot of my guys, the Mayhem fans, they're taking the trip up to Atlanta. So you might get a little Mayhem noise going there too. So on those off matches, I mean, it's not that they're great or anything like that, but there could be a little excitement, a little something going on with them.
Yeah.
I mean, because to be honest, like the teams that are in it, you're kind of just like, because you got Florida, you got right now 4 teams that are probably in the bottom.
Yeah.
With Toronto struggling. Florida, Washington, and Guangzhou, who's struggling as well. Mm-hmm. And then you got Philadelphia, who knows where, and Atlanta, who hasn't won a match yet at this stage. The only 2 really top-notch teams are Shanghai and New York. But it's going to be different, though. I mean, it's going to be... That's what I'm looking for, is different. Like a different atmosphere.
Yeah.
Plus you've got a tour battle on Sunday.
That's really that's going to be probably the highlights of the whole weekend is the 2 1v1s. You've got Brent versus Baby Bay, which the smack talk has been just hilarious and amazing.
But Brent is like, he's losing. You're not going to win against that. That dude can talk some smack, man.
Yeah, he can.
I've seen some guys that can throw down the smack. That he's up there.
Yeah, Baby Bay he's not pulling any punches, and it's so good.
And I'm surprised they haven't, maybe they have, I don't know. They've kind of like got him to back down a little bit, because they won a family-oriented league. Some of the crap that they were throwing at each other was not exactly family-oriented.
I know, right?
But which is fine with me. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, same.
But yeah, that and the Torah battle are going to be great. But, I mean... one of the things I thought was cool, and if you guys have been like checking around the internet, because it's Atlanta, is like they all got like they're doing like the gift box thing, and they all got a bottle of Coke with their name on it. How fucking dope is that, awesome, dude? That's like, I mean, not like their real name. Like, my name is Bob. I can go to any fucking store and find a fucking, you know what I mean? I mean, you could probably do it too, where they have the name bottles in there. Except for...
but you're not going to find ones like...
Carpe.
Yeah, Carpe or any
Saya
of those.
Player.
Right.
I want the Saya Player bottle. No, that would be dope to have that. But do they have a Bort one, though?
They damn well better.
All right, we're petitioning Coke now.
My team's name is also Bort.
Dude... okay, on the Bort thing, I did see someone that actually had a Bort license plate, and they were from Springfield, Indiana.
That's awesome.
Well, you kind of have to if you're a Simpsons fan.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
If you don't know that, look it up. We are out of Bort license plates. Anyway, off the sidetrack for and back to.
All right. So, there's really the only game that's worth watching is probably going to be the Philly Shanghai game.
Other than seeing the Atlanta games and seeing how the crowd is, the one game that Atlanta's playing that could be a little interesting is against Toronto. Mm-hmm. Because of, Logix and Mangachu and what they did last week, just to see what happens in this next match. But the only match that technically matters is Philly-Shanghai.
The other thing that will be interesting to watch is during the Toronto-Atlanta game, watching Twitter for all of the, what the hell is this doing on ABC? It's 3:00 in the afternoon on a Saturday.
Oh, the
video games.
All the golf fans getting all riled up.
It's like, why are you?
Are you gonna honestly sit there and watch the Pirates and the fucking whatever D-level MLB team?
Yeah, like
what
especially the games before. I can't think of a time I want to watch baseball less than like the 2 or 3 games right before the All-Star break, because these
which
teams
is in Cleveland, by the way.
Done. Yeah, and it's gonna be awesome.
I actually worked downtown in downtown Cleveland at a restaurant the last time the All-Star game was here.
Nice.
In 97. That was what I remember, seriously, and this is a weird sidetrack. I remember I had to pay, mind you, I was working in a restaurant and they didn't provide us money to park. I had to fucking park at the Huntington Bank parking lot 4 blocks away, and I had to pay $20 to park.
Jesus Christ.
In 1997, and I was like, basically stealing tips. I'm like, yo, I need I need to get out of this fucking garage. Can you guys front me? You know, like the servers and shit.
Anyone?
Yeah, and I just remember, I think Alomar hit a home run in like the 8th to go ahead, which everyone was going nuts, and I'm like, all right, guys, close it down. Because the whole goal was to close it down before everybody ran out.
Yeah.
It was just,
after that kind of thing, for sure.
Well,
you don't want to be around for that.
It was different than the basketball one, because the basketball crowd was, because I worked that too. Mm-hmm. And because we had them the same year. The basketball crowd's more of a party crowd.
Yeah.
So they're kind of a chill after party, kind of, drink and kind of do things. So baseball people want to eat like full meals and like fucking go like bro-tastic on the fucking, because it was a brewery that I was working at.
Oh, God. Yeah.
But basketball people are just like, kind of being chill about it. So they like had like an after party, but baseball, they were just like, shut it down, get them out.
Yeah.
A bunch of drunk white dudes from the suburbs, like fucking going ham. They were not into that.
But I think that issue of all of these people freaking out on Twitter is also going to happen on Sunday at 2 when Washington and Guangzhou play each other, because that game's going to be on ESPN2. So,
well, ESPN2
on Twitter.
ESPN2 is a little less.
A little bit less so. ABC is definitely going to be
more of the fact that they're actually televising that.
Yeah. Yeah, right? Like, that's the one you chose?
Yeah.
Not the game before that, or...
Yeah. God, imagine if they put the fucking Mangachu...
Oh my God.
thing on national TV.
Please.
Let's go, dude. Dufran on ABC. How cool would that be? Come on.
I want Dufran on everything, because if you guys didn't see any of his streams this week, my God, I'll just say he did Twitch Sings.
That's all you need to know. Yeah.
That's really all you need to know, because find the videos. Awesome. It's out there. It's amazing.
Yeah, I watched it, and because you told me, like, dude, different Twitch Sings, I was like, what? Come on, man.
It's so good.
That's like, it's so terrible that it's good.
Yes, exactly.
It's like a soft throw karaoke.
It is.
Kind of like when he used to play Torb.
Right.
Just soft throwing. Oh, man. Okay, so
good.
So the best quote unquote best match is going to be, most important match is going to be Philly and Shanghai. 2 teams going in like kind of different directions, but if all of the rumors and all the whatnot are true, I mean, Philly could be going back up. Stock could be back up on them, I guess, if you want to put it that way. Shanghai is one of the teams that kind of was like, fuck this meta, and kind of worked in the... I know everyone's giving credit to Houston. Sorry, Outlaw fans. It was Shanghai that kind of like really started pushing that.
Yeah,
they didn't beat San Francisco or Vancouver, I should say. That's the thing.
I think with Shanghai, it was more that they... Not only that, like, they started it sooner. I think just the Outlaws are just more... they're just a higher profile team.
Yeah.
Just because of how active their fans are on Twitter, and like that's kind of where all of that stuff blows up.
And the whole Flame Monty thing.
Yeah, and that definitely elevated it even more so to where it's like, oh, you're actually listening to what people said, and look how well it's working out. Whereas with Shanghai, like, and I think it's more of a matter of they saw what Shanghai was doing, and they're like, oh, we can do that. Screw it, let's do it. And now they are, but it's just like...
I saw them talking, Dante said they were going up against Chengdu in streams, or stream scrims, and, it kind of worked. Well, yeah, it worked, because you're better on those fucking heroes. But that's a whole other thing. But Shanghai... I think this is going to be... I want them to get into playoffs and just continually get better. Mm-hmm. Or advance. And this is kind of a test for them. Yeah, Philadelphia's a little wonky, but we're getting more towards throwing the DPS in, which should start to get terrifying for people again.
Yeah.
They have trouble in the tank line, and they have with Sato. But if you can get them on Winston and, you get them in that comfort zone where they're playing the heroes that they're good on, I think if it gets into like a DPS 222 or any kind of weird comps like that, not that 222 is a weird comp, but any kind of weird involving DPS comps, I think they're going to give Shanghai a run.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially if EQO can go off.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think Philly is poised to have a big turnaround with the way things are kind of shaking out. So it'll be interesting to watch them. Is there really much else to talk about with this week?
Not really. There really was minimal news.
Yeah, there really hasn't been much news.
It's really, I think it's really fucked up quiet.
Yeah, I think. I think the holiday definitely kind of threw things off a little bit.
And I think
everyone's traveling too.
Yeah, I think and it was a smart move actually. They put it on this weekend, so they didn't have matches on the 4th of July, and everybody can do their celebrating and blow. Nothing says. Well, what's the fucking line from The Simpsons?
Nothing says nothing says more about loving your country than blowing up a small part of it.
Yes. I would like a bottle of Old Harper, a porno mag. Some illegal fires.
Box of condoms. Some illegal fireworks. Shields. And
give me a couple of those. I'll have an enema. Throw in another.
And a couple of enemas. And an enema. Make it 2.
Yeah.
Oh, goddamn.
The sale of illegal fireworks.
Follow me.
Coming this way. Okay, so we've stretched this out for 20 minutes by quoting The Simpsons twice. And talking about, this has been a quiet week, which is fine.
Yeah.
You have them. But it's I'm feeling like it's the quiet before the storm kind of thing. I kind of got that feeling.
Yeah. I feel like this is going to be the week that they announce what's going on. Or something, or...
Because we're close to a hero announcement. We're close in Overwatch, because we're going to talk about Overwatch in general, because we play.
Yeah.
But
these things have implications in the game, overall. So we're going to talk about it more, because especially the hero, and then potential 222 lock and all that.
Yeah, because that keeps...
But I feel like this is when they're probably going to announce it. I would say either this week or
during the playoff week. But because we need, there needs to be a concrete thing.
Yeah,
because you got.
And I feel like they wanted a big event or big announcement, because this is going to be a drastic change if that is what they're planning on doing. That's a major game changing change or alteration to the game as a whole, not just the league, but everything.
Yeah.
So I could see them hyping it up.
Yeah, and I kind of was in that. I kind of got bamboozled by the Kaplan at the arena. I'm like, oh, Kaplan's at the arena. What's going to go on? Because last time not the last time, but I mean, if you remember last year, people forget they did that whole Black Watch thing. Mm-hmm. The whole, what was it? The Retribution.
Yeah.
He did it at the Blizzard Arena. I was like, well, he's there, so we can unveil something. Because they keep talking about moving all these events around and all that. And
I'm surprised they haven't yet, but I feel like this is probably, if they're going to do something like that, this would be the week to do it.
Yeah. Because, I mean, we will definitely dive into deep discussions about 222, and we'll get some people on for sure.
Yeah.
To talk about that. And you know, there hasn't been any confirmation, but I'm sure we'll do some kind of podcast or, you know, roundtable thing. Mm-hmm. And, cause I love talking about Blaze and Bob.
Yeah.
About this. Cause he's passionate about it. But he was like us and was on the Sombra train, like in stage 1, like, why don't you just run Sombra?
Yeah.
I mean, I was screaming that before the season started. I'm like, I don't know why these guys don't fucking play Sombra. You have 6 people in a fucking bunch. You can EMP them all and win every team fight. Anyway, yeah, it took them 3 stages to figure that fucking thing out. And I'm in fucking bronze, silver. I'm working my way out of that shit, though. I don't want to spend too much time on that, but, you know. Maybe I'll one-trick sim all the way up to the top of the ladder.
There you go. That's the way to do it.
I'll just play fucked up heroes. I'll be that guy. And be like, yeah, I'm the number 1 sim / Torbjorn. Well, Torbjorn's actually viable. Sim is viable.
So I would recommend that you take a look in your messages on Discord, and I hope you can put this on the video. Because we've made all the Simpsons references we did, and Reddit has come through so well.
Oh, yeah, we'll throw that one in there for sure. Oh, yeah.
That's going to sum up this whole weekend.
Yep. All right, guys. So the image that you're seeing happened.
Yes, it has.
So I'm throwing that out there. This is the Simpsons discussions. Simpsons are relevant to everything. It's like 6 degrees of everything, and it ends up in the Simpsons, or it was from the Simpsons. Just remember that. Generally, seasons 1 through 12. If you're a Simpsons nerd like us.
Yes, exactly.
All right, so we spent 5 minutes on the matches this week, and
the rest of the time talking about baseball and The Simpsons.
Yes. Yeah. I think we're going to wrap this, but
yeah,
we're definitely going to be on Sunday. I'm going to try and see if anybody wants to come in and hang out and talk about, you know, the stage playoffs and all that for next week and all that. Talk about the Atlanta Homestand. But I'm working on a couple things with that. Other than that, guys, this is going to be it for the week. You know, enjoy the Atlanta Homestand. Anybody that's watching on YouTube, thank you very much for all of your support. Please hit a like and a subscribe. It'll help us out a lot. Anyone listening in podcast world, if you can give us a review, that would be fantastic. That also helps us out a lot. Any kind of, you know, feedback on how we're doing, what, you know, we could do other than calling us a bunch of trash bags, which is our lone comment.
Yeah.
Which, you know, I'll own the trash bag. That's fine. But, you know, any kind of constructive criticism, anything that you like, you don't like, all that kind of stuff is always helpful to us. And, you know, just keep an eye out. We'll be on Sunday doing the back cap after the Atlanta Homestand. Who knows? We could have an upset. We've had an upset every week, so something weird could happen. Who knows? I mean, maybe the Mayhem upsets Atlanta or New York. No, that's not going to happen. Never mind. I'm trying to call a shot here, but it's way late, and me calling shots now is probably not a good idea. Anyway, everybody have a great weekend. Enjoy the Atlanta Homestand, and we will talk to you Sunday night.
Catch you guys in the next one. Later.